Joining us now, our friend, defense attorney, Arthur Aidala. You've been with us so long now. I just have to understand, because the defense, their closing arguments about 3 hours, the prosecution already 3 hours plus and still not finished yet. Does it take this much time? I mean, this is supposed to be just a summation.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. And by the way, this was not rehearsed, but this is exactly where I was going to go. And if your viewers just think about, when was the last time you sat still for 3 hours and one human being stood before you and lectured to you?
Right.
College, maybe, right? Maybe you had a class. I know that. I was thinking about it today. If I'm the defense attorney and I know they're going to take 5 or 6 hours, I would remark, because, you know, the defense goes first and then they don't get a rebuttal, then the prosecutor goes. I would remark, I'm going to say, folks, I'm going to sit down now, and my friend here on the prosecutor table, he's going to stand up. And I'm going to guess he's going to take 4 or 5 or 6 hours to summarize the evidence. If the evidence is so clear, if it's so clear beyond a reasonable doubt, this isn't such a complicated trial. Why does it take 4 or 5 or 6 hours? Because they need it. They need it because the case is weak, because they know that Mr. Cohen cannot hold it up. So Mr. Steinglass is going to come up here, and he's going to try to be a witness himself, and he's going to try to hold up this case.
But in fairness, the defense also took 3 hours.
Absolutely. And
would you have taken that long?
No. Because,
how long? I mean, just give us a ballpark.
I've never summed up more than 2 hours. Okay. And I've had cases that are more complicated than this. And I can't say a lot more on the line because of the presidency, but I'm talking about murder cases where a guy's going to jail for life. In a self-defense case, hypothetically, where, yes, it was him, but he's saying he acted in self-defense. So, and jurors have a limited attention span. I know everyone is saying, oh, they're listening intently. They also know the whole world is watching them. So they're going to fight really hard not to fall asleep. But where their brains actually are they thinking about, when am I going to get a lunch? I wouldn't mind going to the bathroom right now. Well, Memorial Day was great. I really enjoyed that hamburger. You know, you need to come out there and just bang, bang. I also heard from inside the courtroom, at least Todd Blanche's style, you know, was very sedentary, let's put it that way. You know, I like to dance around the courtroom, keep people engaged, keep them interested, keep them turning their head and keep them looking. But it seems like the points were made, and my understanding was like the last 20 minutes, Todd Blanche did a kind of like, almost like a David Letterman, like top 10 list. Like, here's the top 10 reasons why you should have a reasonable doubt. And that's always a good thing. So we'll see. I mean, the fact that these jurors have been there since 9:40, I think, and it's after 7 p.m. and they're still sitting through this, that's not the way I was trained to be a lawyer. I don't know many lawyers who have given such a long summation.
The judge did tell the prosecution, look, you have a hard out at 8 o'clock, so that is going to be the limit. But I am wondering, is there an advantage to going second?
Yes, and there's the advantage is built in because they have the burden of proof. The prosecutor has to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. In federal court, it's a little different. The prosecutor goes first, then the defense attorney goes, and then the prosecutor gets to do a rebuttal. So the prosecution always gets the last word because they have the bigger job of proving their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Tomorrow we'll hear the judge's charge. Usually it's about an hour, and then we're on verdict watch.
And verdict watch, you think, could last days?
I mean, boy, if I had that crystal ball.
I thought you brought it with you. Come on.
We'd have a good old time.
All right, Arthur Aidala, always a pleasure. Have a feeling that we'll be having you back. Thanks so much.